What's up everybody, David here, and today I have a tip for you guys, or rather, some food for thought for the next time you're mixing a song. And that is to not forget about the song. Now before you ask me what I mean by that, obviously we want the song to sound cool. We want it to sound as good as possible, as big as possible, but you also have to make sure that the mix fits the vibe and the goal of the music. I feel like a lot of us can forget about that sometimes and just focused on making it sound cool. Now let's take my song, The Boys, for example. First of all, if you haven't listened to The Boys, dude, what are you doing? Go listen to it right now. It's sick, it's dope, it's dank. I think it's pretty cool, but I'll put a link in the description for you guys to listen to it, but for now, here's a clip of my song, The Boys. Now, as always, this song has multi-tracks available for you guys to download and mix for yourselves, and a lot of the times you guys will download the song, mix it, and share the link with me on Facebook, which is so cool, by the way. Please keep doing that. I love hearing what you guys do with the songs, and sometimes you'll add extra stuff, and then I listen to it and I'm like, fuck, I wish I would have done that, so that's always fun to hear. But yeah, keep doing that, it's dope. But what I notice is that in some of these mixes, they just don't fit the song, and sometimes it takes away from the vibe and the goal and just the feeling of the music. I feel like a lot of the time what I'm hearing is you get guys who are super used to mixing something really heavy like Thy Art Is Murder or something, and then I throw The Boys at them and they mix The Boys the same way they would these super heavy songs, and it just doesn't fit. Everything is pushed to 11, everything is too loud, it's all in your face, and it just kind of loses the dynamic. And it's not that the songs sound bad by any means. I mean, a lot of them sound incredible sonically, but they're just the wrong mix for the song, which depending on the genre can really take away from the music. And that's because a mix alone cannot make something heavy. A mix alone can't make something emotional or powerful. That's all songwriting. At its core, the songwriting is what brings those emotions and that feeling and the vibe, but it's the mix that helps translate that to the listener. So if you miss the mark on the mix, you could be taking away from some of the impact that that song is meant to have. The mix makes a huge difference on how we perceive and just how we interpret music, so that's why it's so important to make sure that you get the right mix for the song. Now I guess you could say when it comes to The Boys, I'm biased because, well, it's my song. I wrote it, I recorded it, and obviously I intended it to be heard in a certain way, but honestly, I mixed it the same way I would have if it was a client song. The day I sat down to mix it, I started off by listening to the song a couple times and just really getting a feel for the vibe of the song. I really paid attention to things like the bounciness in the guitar tracks, the bounciness in the drums, the tempo, the heaviness, the overall sense of fun that the song seemed to have. And then when it came to mixing, I tried my best to bring out those qualities in the mix. You really have to learn to listen for that, because that stuff is what's going to help you convey the right message and really get the point across when mixing. And I mean, let's be completely honest, the mix is usually already there. All you have to do is just polish it and bring out those qualities that are going to make the song as good as it can possibly be. And sometimes you might get a mix where it's a completely blank slate. Maybe you're working with DI guitars or MIDI drums, which is very common in metal nowadays. And guys, let's be realistic about this. You probably don't want to put a super clicky metal kick drum on a Blink-182 song, nor would you want to use a super high gain guitar tone. So when working with DI and MIDI drums, just make sure you're picking your sounds appropriately. If you get those sounds wrong in the beginning, if you're picking the wrong drums, the wrong guitar tones, no matter what you do in the mix, it will never sound right. It'll always sound out of place. And I guess the overall message here is next time you're mixing a song, just take a few minutes and listen to it a couple times and really listen and try to see what the artist is trying to do and what they're trying to say with this song. A great way to practice this is to mix other genres. If you're a metal guy, go find a country song, go find a pop song. This forces you out of your bubble, out of your comfort zone. It makes you try new things, and it makes you focus on the music more than the mix. A great place to do this is the Cambridge Music Technology website. It's a website with a huge, vast library of multi-tracks for you to mix in every single genre. They literally have everything under the sun, as well as a bunch of mixing resources and just tips and tricks in general. I will link that in the description below. It's a great site to hone in your mixing skills and just have a little fun and mix some different stuff. Bottom line, guys, don't forget about the song. When you're mixing, make sure you're giving the song what it needs and not just what sounds cool. And that's where I'm gonna end it for today, guys. Hopefully this maybe helps you in your next mix. Hopefully it maybe changes your mindset a little bit, and hopefully it's just a reminder for you guys to never forget about the music, but let me know what you think down in the comments below. Of course, do not forget to like and subscribe. There's new videos every single week and you don't want to miss any content. So once again guys, thank you so much for watching. My name is David and I'll see you next time.